the outside of the Capitol building. I just went on the inside and did a video in there. Now I wanted to pop on, give you a quick tour of the outside of this glorious structure. The gold dome, I'm gonna have to back up a little bit to see that. I hear some church bells. This is gonna be a fun city to explore. All right. Massive marble columns. Again, I compare this to the Albany State Capitol building. Very, very similar. This must have been built by the same people. Whoever they were, they did a great job. I mean, I even like this one better than the Albany one in some ways. I'm gonna walk around it fully once, and then I'm going to walk back and get a ultra wide footage so you can see the big picture. So the dome is starting to come into view. Starting to come into view. Wow. That's just glorious. So, with these old world buildings, there's so many aspects to it. Oh, there's a cool dome in the background over there. So there's the building on the outside. There's the inside. There's the layout of the whole foundation, which is usually very deep. And then there's the manicured gardens and all that. So there's a lot to building this stuff. I mean, these fancy lampposts. This little pine cone. The door. Incredible. No, I've already been inside, so I'm not gonna. The door automatically opens these days, but it's pretty nice. Looks like little holes for the head to glorify these people, whoever they were. I mean, just look at the craftsmanship. It's impeccable. I mean, yeah, it's impressive. Okay. So, let's walk over here. Oh, the sun's gonna get some glare, but I'm liking that so far. I don't know what you call that. Some kind of turret spire? Not sure. And then again, the dome. I don't know if the sun is getting in the camera, but the gold covered dome. That used to be a statue that was 6,600 pounds on top, and it was supposedly damaged by the hurricane and then melted down for the war efforts. But that's what happens to these old stuff, right? Hey, we'll just burn it down, well, or smelt it down because we need metal. When whoever built this did not need anything at all. They had everything they needed and more. In fact, they provided it for creativity for us all, right? So it's like, what kind of past do you believe in? I don't know. So very impressive. I'm loving like the little stained glass windows with the shape of a eight-pointed star. Would be amazing to see. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's amazing to see. And I already did a live. You can check out my other video on the inside. This building was not built in 1880. I don't think so. I have never seen any construction photos of this. I've looked. Keep building up your channel. Yeah, I'm going to. I really appreciate that because, you know, I want to go to Budapest and other places, which requires money. So, which is fine. But appreciate you watching. You know, this is really important. You know, I feel very important about this because if we don't know who we are, then by default we're a slave. We're controlled. Like, think about it. If you don't know who you are, then somebody else is telling you who you are. You know? So how they cut the stones, where they get the stones. So some of this was from Vermont and other states, but who repairs them? I know, all these questions, right? Whoa, look at that. Wow, that is interesting. Sorry, my camera's, I'm gonna get I really gotta invest in some equipment for you guys. I want to get a little thing to hold the camera, and then if anyone has any if anyone has any advice for video editing, all that stuff, I'd love to chat with you. So, and I don't know if this is an HD. I was trying to put an HD, but I don't know what it's appearing, SD or what, but that's Charter Oak. Wow. I mean, look at that tree. They cared about trees back then. It's 720p. Okay, good. So glad. Okay. All right. Thank you for telling me that. Okay. That's what I wanted it to be. So the detail is insane. Yeah. I mean, that tree, just how do you like cut the stone that way? You know? So, all right, let's go a little bit inside. I mean, these marble columns are just, this is a double. They could not do that type of work back then. I mean, yeah, this is I never seen a double marble column. That's awesome. No, this building was built by the previous civilization, who could just basically create with their mind, you know? They didn't have to even, it wasn't like a laborious process. Because think about it, I mean, the more detail you do. In our society, it takes more like labor and hard work, but they must have found a way to make it easier, I'm sure, because it's infinitely beautiful. So it's like probably the only explanation is they could do it with some technology that made it super easy, you know? Because who's gonna spend all their time? I guess you could just spend forever just doing it, but I don't know. I guess to them it didn't matter how much time it took, right? So again, that dome, and I wish we could get closer to that dome. It's like these minarets around it, these archways, these windows, these statues. And then I love that little wheel symbol. That's also in Albany. So I hear some accordion. Huh. It's like little minarets or with something on top. Okay. I started here, so I'm gonna get one more closer look at the front here. So I was reading a newspaper article about this place that was written in about the year it was completed, 1878 or 9, and they were saying that that this place, the New York Times was saying that this place was baffling how it could be built for legislation to make laws. This palace of this grand nature was built to make for legislators to sit and make laws. Like, it didn't make any sense to them at the time, and it still doesn't make sense. Like, people sitting here and I call them pencil pushers. So these people, they sign documents and approve things and just keep on the status quo of bills and rents and mortgages and taxes and all this stuff we don't need, you know. So I'll get one more close look at some of the detail. A rose window, Antiquitech on the roof. Yes. Oh yeah. Did you see it back to this way or back this way? Because I've seen. I know you're talking about. Yeah. Incredible. So inside, they said, the tour guide said, they had elevators back then. They were steam powered. She was like, by the way, how often do they keep these buildings warm? Yeah, exactly. So apparently the inside has these gas powered lamps all over, like chandelier, incredible detail. Then I asked about the fireplaces, and she said that they have fireplaces. I couldn't find them, but they have them somewhere. But they didn't actually use them for warm. There's no fires inside the building. And I think the building was powered by free energy, so basically they could keep it, they had ways to warm up. I think they used some kind of like, it's this heavy metal, radium or something. If you looked into it, apparently that can heat up. They used that in the past to heat up the buildings. I don't have all the answers, but I for sure know that there's a lot we've been lied to about. Let's just see how deep this goes here, just for purposes. Authorized personnel only. Okay, so yeah, we got all this underground layer So this building has an underground area that goes, okay, bro, just think how many trees would need to keep the building warm. Yeah, mercury. Yeah. Yep. I mean, the dome is where I think all the action was at, that gold dome. That's where all the electricity was being, that was the central focus. And once you get free electricity, just imagine what you could do. You could do anything. And I mean, we're electrical beings, right? So we have power. It was like almost like our imagination, our thoughts have power, when we're connected to spirit. So anyway, one last look at this. The glory. And peace out. I'm going to go to other buildings, go live on Instagram and YouTube. So watch if you want to. All right, peace. Bye.